China is not a global leader in 5G technology, as many people believe. In fact, it's lagging behind and could soon be left even further behind as the US and South Korea race ahead with 6G. You heard that right. China, which has spent billions of dollars building its 5G network, could soon be left in the dust by its competitors in the race to develop the next generation of wireless communication. A recent report from Bloomberg has revealed that China's biggest telecom companies are struggling to develop 6G technology, which will offer even faster speeds and greater cache than 5G. The report mentions that Chinese engineers are having a hard time replicating the results they've seen in labs, which means that China's 6G rollout could be delayed by years. Now, this should not come as a surprise. After all, China is notorious for its inability to produce cutting-edge technology. Despite being a major player in the global tech industry, China has yet to produce a smartphone operating system or a consumer-oriented AI that can rival those of Western companies. In fact, China's best-known tech companies are primarily known for copying and improving upon existing technologies developed by others. For example, China's 5G rollout was widely seen as a major achievement, but much of the technology behind it was developed by foreign companies. Huawei, the biggest supplier of 5G gear in China, been sanctioned by the United States since 2019, and as a result, Chinese companies are now scrambling to find alternative suppliers for their 5G networks. This lack of innovation is even more apparent when we look at the development of 6G. As mentioned earlier, Chinese engineers are struggling to replicate the results they've seen in labs, which means that China's 6G rollout could be delayed by years. In contrast, the US and South Korea are already working on ways to make 6G a reality. In fact, South Korea is so far ahead that it's already testing 6G networks in major cities like Seoul. The first 6G smartphone is expected to hit the market in 2024, while the first 6G network is expected to launch in 2028. So despite all of the hype surrounding China's 5G rollout, the country is actually in danger of falling behind once again. This time around, the consequences of falling behind could be even more significant. After all, 6G is expected to be a major driver of economic growth in the years to come. For example, 6G is expected to enable new applications in fields such as healthcare, manufacturing, and transportation. 6G-enabled vehicles, for example, could communicate with each other and with infrastructure to improve safety and efficiency. 6G could also enable remote surgery and other medical applications that require low latency and high bandwidth. If China falls behind in the development and deployment of 6G, it will likely be left out of the global race to develop and profit from these new applications. This could have serious implications for China's economy in the years to come. As things stand, it seems unlikely that China will be able to catch up in time. The country's telecom companies are simply not investing enough in research and development to compete with their counterparts in the US and South Korea. This is a shame for a country that aspires to be a global leader in technology. China's 5G rollout may have been a big achievement, but it's just the start of what is likely to be a very long and very expensive race. And unfortunately for China, it doesn't look like the country has what it takes to win. This is the host. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.